Once we're done, this will be uploaded in the back end for everybody's viewing pleasure later on. Today we'll be doing USP, a USP unique selling proposition. How many of you actually have a unique selling proposition? If you have a unique selling proposition or a USP, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have a unique selling proposition. Hello, hello. Need some chats. Either that or just let me know y'all have it all together and we just be done with this. Okay, working on it. I don't. Awesome. You don't. Abe does. Abe, can you type out what your USP is real quick? John, I have one for my logistics company, but not for my agency yet. If you'd feel free to or want to, it's up to you, Abe, if you want to put out your USP. You have to dominate your competition. Okay. So there's 7 steps to your USP. He trademarked it and he owns it. Let's go ahead and start here. So 7 steps for your unique bulletproof selling proposition. All right. If you don't have one, you need to get one. If you don't have one, you don't get one. This is why you're not going to be making a lot of money. This is one of the reasons why you're probably not closing leads or clients a lot of times. If you do not have a USP. All right. What do you do? These are the questions you need to answer. What is it that you do that is better than everybody else? What is it that you do that is better than everybody else? So I want you to answer that question in the chat. Tell me, what do you do that is better than everybody else? I need everybody to participate. I want answers from everybody. If you're on the call, I want you to tap. So David, excellent one-on-one communication. I think David's so damn booked. I remember his calendar of his David U is so booked out. He literally shut his calendar down. Pretty sure that has to do with his unique selling proposition. John says we do in-depth market research on every client so we know their industry better than they do most times. Okay, that has to do with them, but specifically your competition. What do you do better than anybody else? David, yep, it's been good so far. Appreciate that, David. Alex, I currently don't do anything better than my competition. That's why I am here. I prefer the honesty over, someone saying they're the man. So I appreciate that, Alex. Matt, not sure, TBH. Alex, it's true, bro. I mean, people come to me, ask me stuff, and I'd rather tell someone I don't know. A lot of people try to act like they know shit they don't know. So that's a good quality, Alex. All right, so that's the first question you need to ask yourself and answer. What do you do that's better than everybody else, right? We use data, not guesswork, to help you and your business dominate your competition. Ding, ding, ding. That's a good one, right? A lot of times people, don't have a clue, okay? Craig, need done for you coaching and don't have a clue. Even with the done for you coaching, get on the phone call with you, you are still going to have to put in work. Done for you coaching simply means I coach you. People coach you. Anybody coaches you. Coaching doesn't mean they do the work for you as well. That's the point of a coach. I know Jason went over, last week, setting up some people on that plugin or the extension. If you don't have the extension, then you need to get that installed and using it on a daily basis. So if people aren't using that, y'all need to be using that as well. Okay. All right, let's go to the next question. Question number 2. Can my unique selling proposition clearly and quickly identify my target market? When I say your unique selling proposition, can it identify and clearly and very quickly, as quick as possible, identify your target market? You need to be able to say, okay, my target market is a 40-something-year-old man, or, however you want to say it, 40-something-year-old man, 45-year-old woman, businesswoman. She started a business. She's already at 6 figures. She already has, let's say, 5 to 10 staff. She has a dog. She's this, you identify a lot more than just, well, I want business owners. If that's your target market is, I just want business owners, this is why you're going to fail. You got to be able to identify and know who your target market is inside and out, not just they're a business owner. Okay. So you need to spend some time really getting inside the head of your client. Who are they? What do they want? When do you think they want it? What are they willing to do to give it? It's the same questions I ask everybody. What do you want? When do you want it? What are you willing to do to get it? What are you willing to give up to get it? Right? Those things, you got to be able to clearly identify those things. Like most clients, the real issue isn't that they're not in the top 3 of Google. The real issue is they don't have enough leads. The real issue is they don't have enough sales. The real issue, for instance, let's say if it's with employees, you have a high turnover rate. Well, why do they have a high turnover rate? What's the real issue behind all of that? That's what you're wanting to identify. So you got to spend some time really digging in and answering these questions, right? Jason says Reddit and forums really help with getting in the heads of prospective clients and their issues. Bingo. Answer the public. It's another one. Reddit forums, Quora forums, YouTube comments. There's a lot of different places you can dive into to find out what is your target market, what's their main issues. I was listening to something, what was it? I forget who it was by, but basically everybody went, I want to pursue my passion. They were talking about my passion. The problem is, as a business owner, it's good. I mean, I'm pursuing a passion as an artist, as a musician and all this, but honestly, as a business owner, it's not about pursuing passion. We are paid to solve problems, not to pursue our passion. So if you're getting into this because you think, me running a digital agency or you running a digital agency is your passion, you've lost your ever-loving mind. Okay, it's about solving problems. We as business owners are paid to solve problems. Whether they be with SEO, web design, whatever. Market says we work specifically with home service businesses. We get new customers on the schedule. But how does that make you different? That's what you got to be able to identify, Marcus. Okay. If you need help with that on this week's call, Marcus, we'll talk about that. Okay. I already have you. Let's see. All right. Number 3. Is there a gap or a missed opportunity in the market that you can fill? There is a book, Jason, I remember telling him to read it. It's called Blue Oceans. The problem is most of the different niches and industries you try to get in SEO is water that's full of blood and sharks, right? It's full of blood and sharks. What do I mean by that? I mean, everybody's doing it. It's oversaturated, right? You've got to create, if you will, a blue ocean in which there's not others already in it. And how do we do that? We do that by looking for a gap or a missed opportunity. We do that by going, okay, what is missing in this niche or in this business? Right? Abe says, business owner who wants to grow their sales, get more leads. The no online is way to go. Yellow pages, newspaper did not work. They just do not understand digital lingo, but they need help. Yet they don't know how to hire reliable help, and they've gotten burned in the past. This is really good. See, like Abe is really dialing in. He knows, okay, this is what people, this is the problems, this is their desires and wants, right? Too many times people come in and speak lingo, talking about SEO. What the fuck is SEO? Most of these people don't know, bro. But they do know, hey, I don't have leads. Alex is my target market client, is a local contractor looking to bring in more work. Those who are actually hungry to grow and scale their business, not sure how to go about it. Craig, who do you think your ideal client is? Who's your ideal market? David, I know you got yours dialed in, so I don't even got to ask that. Matt, who do you think yours is? I want to see them in the comments. I want some participation from everybody, okay? So what is the missed opportunity you think you have that's in that market, right? If it's SEO, what's the missed opportunity, right? If it's social media management, what's the missed opportunity? If it's dealing specifically with roofers, what's the missed opportunity, right? So these are questions. Once we're done with this, I'm going to put them on the back end. You need to go through these and answer these, not just come sit in here, okay? Actually go in, do the homework, go through it, and then when we get on our call, what's going to happen, I'm going to ask you about these 3 questions. SMP artists struggling for bookings, clients, consistent growth. Good job, Matt. Let's see. Go to the next question here. Question number 4. Can I make my USP, unique selling proposition, short and easy to get to market? In other words, it's got to be very short. I could say it in a one-liner. It doesn't need to be a paragraph. Just a short one-liner. Short and one-liner. You know, just a short one-liner is all it's got to be. Right? Short one-liners. That's it. Just a short one-liner. That way it's broken down. You can really, really get it dialed in. If I have to tell you in a paragraph what's different than us, then you don't get it. I could tell you what's different. I could give you 2 things for me. I got 20 years of SEO experience, 20 years in the industry. Most people ain't got that. 2 decades, okay? Then the other one, as far as SEO, is we guarantee your rankings. If you're not in the top 3, at Google within 3 months, we work for free. No one else does that shit. When we're calling these leads, I'm using that too. So John says small, medium-sized owners, trucking companies that have a small fleet of trucks between 5 and 50, typically clearing over 225K a year, but are struggling to do what? Keep their workload, do not understand the value utilizing their online presence. So you really got it dialed in. I would dial it in even more. How old are they? Do they got a family? Are they married? Do they get kids? Got dogs? I mean, I want to know all this little bit of information. You may be like, well, what the fuck do you want to know if they got a dog? Why do you want to know if they got family? Well, I could use images and ads and stuff towards them. Okay, when I create landing pages, etc. And also when I create what we're going to talk about next after this, which is going to be Tripwire. All right, next one, question number 5. What can my unique selling proposition or my USP be used to start or open a conversation? It's an icebreaker, essentially. If you don't know what an icebreaker is, it's a way in which you're in an uneasy, if you will, uneasy environment, and you need to talk to someone about something, or you want to talk something or open something up to them. How do you do it? It's usually done with an icebreaker. Icebreaker is just a way in which we can get a conversation going about what you really wanted to get it going about, which is, your unique selling proposition. Okay, so can it be used to start a conversation? Okay, that's another aspect of a USP that you need to answer and dial in. We'll be talking about that on our phone calls this week. So make sure you have that. Abe says your business deserves help that's proven, reliable, gets you results without being a tech whiz. Boom, one-liner. Question 6, can I offer a balls to the wall guarantee? What's your balls of the wall guarantee? My balls of the wall guarantee is if you're not ranking in 3 months, we'll continue ranking and working on it for free until done so. Okay. And I'm using these in the leads when we give them to the closer. Okay. They call them balls of the wall guarantee. No rankings in 3. If you're not in the top 3 in 3 months on that main keyword, we're going to keep working on it until you are there. No one else does that shit. Chris Palmer was even like, holy shit, can't believe you did that. And he even wants to order shit from us. So there's a reason, because no one does it. Balls of the wall guarantee. What is it? Do you have any? I want to hear them. Do y'all have any? What's your guarantee? It separates you from everybody else. Waiting on some comments, because I'm going to ask you guys these questions on our call this week. That's right, Marcus, same as mine, because Marcus and y'all are having us do the fulfillment. So if y'all are having us do the fulfillment, right, y'all should be using our guarantee right now. I mean, quite honestly. Yep. Hey, give me a 210 days, well, 3 times your marketing investment. We don't work for free. No, but we work for free. No questions asked. Boom. Yep. Awesome. All right. Finally, question number 7. Can what I'm offering be delivered fast and quickly? Why do I say fast and quickly? For example, if I go to give you a gym membership and say you'll lose, 20 pounds in 6 months, or I can give you a doctor's appointment, you come in and in 2 or 3 sessions, you'll lose 20 pounds. What do you think most people want to take? Even if the doctor appointment costs more money, they'd rather go to the doctor. Why? Because it's fast, easy, and convenient. Okay? It's not something that's necessarily going to take as long. So it needs to be able to be quick, fast, and easy. It's the way everybody is, right? People do things for 2 reasons, 2 reasons only. Pleasure or pain. Pleasure or pain. Like most people say, there are a lot of people who believe that most people do things for pleasure. Reality is most people do things to avoid pain. To avoid pain. John says people have a short-term focus anymore. So the quicker the delivery, the quicker they see the results, they feel the money's better spent. We all chase that dopamine fix. It's true. And the other aspect, like I'm saying, is if you can associate and blow up, if you will, the pain points, and you can have a solution that will avoid those pain points, usually people will choose that over pleasure, because most people do it to avoid pain. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and start the next little slideshow. The next one we're going to be talking about, those are the questions y'all be answering this week. I need y'all to, I'll be putting them in the back end, and I'll be emailing everybody those questions. If you have a call with me this week, you need to make sure you know the answers to those questions and have actually done the homework before you get on a call with me. Otherwise, when you get on the call with me, all I'm going to do is ask you, answers to those questions. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Who here has heard of tripwires? If you're in GMB Pros, you should have, but let's see. Abe, knew you would know it. Abe. Marcus, yep. John is not. Matt knows them. David, I've heard of them, but not familiar with them. You're probably using them, David, quite honestly, with that book calendar of yours. Craig, yes. All right, awesome. How many of you, now let me ask you this, how many of you have a tripwire and use it? Give me a 1 if yes, no is 2. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, what is your tripwire if you have one? Is it an audit? Is it a free ebook? Is it you're going to fix someone's or optimize someone's GMB, maybe do some free posts? Abe is an ebook, awesome. 1 pager, an audit. Awesome. Ebook, audits, checklist. These are all things you'll see me doing, even on YouTube. Download, checklist, ebook, audits, all that stuff. I used to do audits all the time. That was my only That was my only, if you will, excuse me, that was my only tripwire at the time. Now I have, I think it's 23 ebooks. So let's see. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm glad to know some of you have them, some of you don't. By the time we get on our call this week, you need to know, hey, what tripwire you want to use, okay? Let's go. Biggest difference between a successful business and those that fail is their ability to attract new customers, right? Why? Because without new blood in your business, you are going to die. Without cash flow, you will die as a business. It's just a simple fact. More blood, more leads, you know, more calls, more you can put yourself out there, right? The more opportunity you have, your ability to solve someone's problem, to get more customers and get more cash flow coming in. All right, on your tripwire, you must have a tactical system in place to attract new customers. This is why Jason last week was showing you guys how to set up Chrome extension to attract new customers. If you do not have that set up yet and you have not spoken to Jason, you need to book a call so you can get on there with Jason and get that set up. Okay. I believe next week he's going, or later this week, he's going back to Africa. I don't know yet, but once he's back in Africa, he'll still be doing stuff. So you must have a technical system in place to attract new customers, i.e. leads. Leads lead to customers, right? Most businesses only focus on what? Their current customers. And this is why they fail. They fail and they fail miserably because you're only focusing on the current customers you have and not getting new ones in. You have to focus on both your current, pleasing them, making them happy, giving them everything they need, and getting new customers in. If you want to make it, not close your doors like most businesses do in 5 years or less, you must be a machine, a freaking machine when it comes to generating customers. This is why I say, for me, quite honestly, you can have a closer and have that closer do some calls and that sort of shit. But quite honestly, there's only one skill that I tell you, even I will never, ever, ever, ever outsource sales to somebody. Why? Because I believe sales should be your go-to, if you will. Everything you do, anything you do is about sales. There's only, like, if you look at the 80-20 rule and all that, what you should or should not be doing, it is this. What are you doing in your business right now that's moving the needle in sales? That's bringing in more customers, that's bringing in more money. If it's not doing sales or bringing in money, outsource that shit. But everything you should be concentrating on is sales. To me, I would just absolutely never outsource closing. Would not. Why? Because the better you get at closing, the better you get at doing sales. And that you will never, and I mean never, go poor. You'll never wind up having any clients. You'll never have to go, where's my customers going to come from? You could drop an offer and get sales coming in, right? David, same. Sales is my strongest point. I fear outsourcing. I will never outsource it, ever. It'll never happen, right? There's reasons for that. Question, what is a tripwire? A tripwire is an irresistible offer that will have your prospects begging, not asking, begging for more. All right. If someone just, hey, can I have your ebook? That's not begging. I'm talking about people actually like, hey man, I didn't get the ebook. 2 days later, maybe they come back at you, right? That is given in exchange for their info. What's their info? Usually their email address and their name, sometimes their phone number. Why? Because I've got their phone number, I can send them SMSs. If I got their email address, I can put them in my email follow-ups, my daily Seinfeld emails. I know a lot of you don't know what Seinfeld email is. Seinfeld email is me just telling them what happened today. Like yesterday, I was sitting down with, if you will, the police sergeant and talking to them about this stuff and talking to this guy, and this is what happened, and tells a funny story. And it has nothing to do with SEO, it has nothing to do with your offer, but you tie in your offer at the very end, right? I use Active Campaign and also use Send in Blue, Marcus. So Marcus is struggling with follow-up, need an email list. What software should you use to follow up email? I use Active Campaign or Send in Blue. I cannot give you a Seinfeld follow-up simply because I can't get in your head and write it for you. Seinfeld follow-up is me. Tell me something funny that happened to any of y'all this week. Okay, me and Alex talk about, I'm gonna use Alex for example. He made a post and it was about, he's been, I think it was shirtless and shoeless for the past week or two, and it's been amazing. Write an email about that. You might be saying, well, what does that got to do with business? Everything. People buy you. They do not buy your service. They do not buy SEO. They do not buy a website. They do not buy social media management. They buy you. If you are not sellable, you will be broke. You will not have money. It's that simple. In the very end of your email, your Seinfeld email, you do a pitch or a PS. Okay. Next one. The most important thing about a lead magnet is it solving a specific issue? Not is it solving an issue? Is it solving a specific issue? What is the specific issue it is solving? One specific problem. Not, hey, it's an SEO and a website audit. This is a, call to action audit. This is a CRO audit. This is an SEO audit where it's just SEO, not the website, just SEO, or just a website audit, or just a social media audit, or this is a lead generation audit, right? One specific problem with one specific solution with one specific audience. Right? What's the specific audience? It's your target audience. This is why this is important. Target audience with one issue, with one lead magnet. Same thing I say all the time, even in GME Pros. You need one Google My Business or Google Business Profile listing that's, let's say, a plumber, not a plumber, an electrician, and a roofer, and a doctor, and every other damn thing they want to put on a GMB. What's the one specific problem you solve? I'm an emergency plumber. Therefore, the website's about emergency plumbing. Therefore, my GMB is about emergency plumbing, not plumbing, locksmith, and roofer, and every other goddamn thing under the sun. And this is what everybody tries to do. It's one specific problem, one specific audience, right? One specific solution. What happens, I'll give you an example. I learned this from Russell, right? If you have a website or a funnel or a lead magnet or whatever it is, and it's talking about 4 or 5 different things, you just confuse the shit out of this potential client. Why? Because that specific client, that specific audience is needing, let's say, an emergency plumber. And if I'm at the door and he comes up there and I got 10 different offers, he's probably not going to buy from me. Almost 99% guarantee he won't buy from me. But if I have one offer, one person saying, hey, here's your solution for your emergency plumbing need, let's say a boiler installation, then I guarantee he's going to buy from me. Why? Because I have one target audience, one solution, targeting one problem. Right? Next, the goal of a tripwire is to get as many targets or potential buyers to see your offer or service, get their interest peaked, and then you're going to get them to say, yep, that's me. Not, hey, I'm going to buy it. Yes, that's me. I'm interested in your solution. Yes, that's me. I'm about to buy a new roof and I want to avoid, being ripped off. That's a tripwire. How to avoid being ripped off by roofers. And then you attract those leads, right? For the roofers. You have one specific target audience. You just want them to say, yes, it's me. They give you their name, their email address, sometimes their phone number, and then now I can target them. This is extremely important because statistically it takes 5 touches before someone buys from you. This tripwire is the first touch. Remember, we've talked about, for example, when you get a lead, don't just get a lead and call them once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Call them, call them, call them, call them. Take those emails that you're getting from the leads, put them in your active campaign or go high level or whatever you're using to send out daily emails, and start sending out daily emails of valuable information, a Seinfeld email about something that will lead to your offer, or hey, here's that free training we suggested, or hey, here's a free ebook, or hey, here's a free article on why businesses need SEO or a great website. Okay. Why? Because the more you touch them, the more you put your name and face in front of them, more likely they will be to buy from you, not your competition. It is the way in which we get your leads into your business ecosystem. Think of your business as an ecosystem. An ecosystem is essentially, you get a lead in, you warm them up, get them to the point they're either hot or they don't buy. But you got to get them in there into your system. Whether you're using Go High Level or Active Campaign or Send in Blue, you have got to have an email campaign set up. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. You've got to take these leads that you're getting and they have got to be added to an email list. How many of you are actually taking these emails that you're getting and putting them into an email list under Active Campaign or Go High Level? Give me a 1. 2 if you're not. Great. Alex is. Matt is. David is not. Shane is not. Craig is not. Abe is not. Yeah, that's a good one, Abe. John is not. Shane is working on it this week. Abe says, can I use a case study like Free Reputable? How we took his market segment from 7 calls to 58 calls in 30 days. Awesome. Abe says it's on his list. Awesome. This week, this is something y'all have got to do. You know, it's got to be done. I know Jason's even working on his. You know, everybody's got to do it. I do it. I've tried my best to either. I'm posting constantly either on social media, YouTube, sending out emails, sending out offers, posting offers constantly. And people say, well, what if they get irritated with your offers? Well, then obviously they're not the client you need in your business. The ones you want are the ones that are going to be like looking for your information, looking for that business information you're going to drop on an email list, looking for those tips that you're going to give them on that business, you know, whether that be a plumber, doctor, lawyer, whatever it may be. They're looking for your email. They're like excited to open up your shit. Okay. Not someone going, oh my God, it's Abe again, or it's William again, or it's John again, or it's Jason again. And they delete it. You don't want them on your list. You don't want them. Right? Why is Tripwire so effective? Why do y'all think Tripwire is so effective? Give me what your estimated guess is. No guess is wrong. Don't be scared. No judgment here. Touch points. That's right. Invokes feelings and personal relatability. That's another one. That's good. Or I said they buy into you, not your service. Increases like, know, and trust. That's right. Gets info. It solves an issue. Correct. Like a business owner, most businesses, if I can give them an email which talking about something from a business owner, I'm a business owner, tell them about my life as a business owner, and then I give them, if you will, hack or tip, they're going to love it because it's coming from someone that's a business owner just like themselves. So they're attached or attracted to that, right? It attracts a response from your target prospects. It gets them to take an action, and that's what you want them to do. It interrupts their thought process and makes them think about their problems. Bingo. The other thing it needs to do, Craig, is it needs to make them not only think about the problem, it blows up the problem, but then it also makes them think about your solution. Okay. So your many touch points, you're touching them, you're constantly keeping your face in front of them, And they're like, yeah, I know that Craig guy, you know, or a problem comes up and they need more leads and they keep seeing Craig all the time instead of myself. Who do you think they're going to think of? They're going to think of Craig, right? This is why we keep doing the emails. This is why we do the social media posts. This is why if you're not posting on your social media, you need to start today. How many of you are posting on your social media about what you do, about results you've gotten, about business tips, about, like I do with, if you will, just business advice, like the one I posted today, and I'll show you this. This is actually, and you might be like, well, it's easy to do when you got all these people, right? Well, I go on Twitter, I make a post on Twitter, and then I repurpose everything, just like you see here. So I wrote this. I've lost clients, had VA Steel, restarted over 3 times my agency, had to wash dirty ass laundry just to make enough money to eat. I wouldn't have built a 7-figure business if I just quit when things got rough. Failure is feedback, not self-worth. I take a screenshot of this, and then all I did was drop that across all my social media. It's easy, but I keep my face in front of them, right? I keep my face in front of them. Why? So I can get a response from my target prospects. The people that are on your Facebook profile should be your target audience. Therefore, everything I post, most of it, 90% or more, should be about my offer. About my offer. What's your offer? A, getting people more clients, getting people more leads, data-centered efforts, SEO audits, whatever it may be, right? It boosts exponentially a response for all your, see, I knew I was wrong. I hate spelling, if y'all don't know that already. It boosts exponentially a response for all your media efforts, right? So if I have a tripwire and I go in here and I post on my social media, how many of you think someone's going to say, you'll see people say, you know, if you're interested, comment below and use this keyword. Then they comment. Once they comment, you give them tripwire. I've got hundreds and hundreds of people that will literally, that's how I built GMB Pros to begin with. When I built up GMB Pros, when I built up Scale Your Agency, was giving away free value, free information, giving tripwires away, and then building up my email list. My email list, and y'all may think, okay, well, he doesn't do it. I'll show you. When I first started, my email list was not as big as it is now. Just so you see, I mean, we went from not having an email list to having 151,000 emails. Okay. So you need to do that. Dave's telling you guys, if you can do a Google Analytics conversion, it's huge. It's a big opportunity. Most people will miss it. It gets your prospects to willingly give you their contact information. Once you have their email address, what's another thing you can do? What is something else? If I have an email list of 100,000 people, or even 2,000 or 3,000, what can I do with that email list? Let's say, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm doing pay-per-click. What can I do with it? Retargeting ads. Bingo. Retargeting on Facebook, creating lookalike audiences. Lookalike audience is basically this person is similar. If this person bought from you, these other people will probably buy from you, right? Because they have similar buying habits. When they receive your tripwire, it puts them into direct contact with what? You as a solution or problem solver. You want to be known as the person that solves that specific problem. Not all these other problems, but this specific problem, okay? It then introduces you on top of it as the expert in your specific niche. This is why I want to get specific when you come to your specific target audience, your specific problem that you're going to solve, and your specific solution, because then it pivots you and puts you in there as the expert. You want to be known as the expert. whether that's Google My Business, paid ads, Facebook, social media management, virtual assistants, whatever it may be, you want to be known as the expert. Okay. Even if you're a generalist, you can still be an expert. You can establish credibility with a tripwire with what? Social proof such as video testimonials, written testimonials, and case studies. So when you're sending out your Seinfeld message, another thing you can do, or your Seinfeld emails or your daily emails, you can also send out social proof. This is another thing I do when I get feedback from people. I send out social proof. Okay. Let's keep moving. It creates a buying environment, almost like a vacuum. It creates a buying environment. Talking about their problem all the time. I'm talking about problems they're facing, and I'm giving them a solution. So in the mind of the prospect, it directs them to who? It directs them to yourself as the expert or the best solution for their needs. A solution means expert. If I have a heart problem, am I going to go to the lung doctor or the heart doctor? Lung doctor. I'm going to go to the lung doctor. I'm going to go to the heart doctor. You know, if I have a BMW, will I take it to the Mercedes dealership a lot of times? No, I'm going to take it to the BMW dealership to get it fixed because they're the expert when it comes to that specific problem, that specific niche. Okay. Let's keep moving on. There are several types of tripwires: ebooks, cheat sheets or spreadsheets, webinars, like doing a free webinar, right? It could be in your local area. I'm doing a webinar on, let's say, local business hacks, you know, how to scale your business, how to grow your business, how to get more clients. You do webinars in your local area. It's not just a matter of doing webinars online or whatever. You can also do them quizzes and surveys. Do quizzes and surveys, you'll see a lot of times people filling out things on Facebook about, you know, what are they going to look like when they're 80 years old or whatever. That's a quiz. That's all it is. Getting information from somebody. Why? So they can retarget them. That's all they're doing. It's for all it's for ads. So some of you have said you got ebooks. Some of you say you do audits. Some of you say you got spreadsheets. Okay. If you don't have an ebook, you know, tell me on this week's call, hey, I don't have any tripwire. I need help with this. And let's work it out and see what we can do. What should your tripwire consist of? Anybody got any guesses? What should your tripwire consist of? Give me some answers here. What do you think it should consist of? After everything we've talked about in today's class, what do you think it should consist of? Maybe I'm sounding a little bit redundant, but I've told y'all, so I want you to tell me exactly what you think it should consist of. Retargeting. USB, yep, your unique selling proposition should be in your tripwire. Problem, solution, overview, results, which equal your unique selling proposition. Your guarantee, bingo. Illuminate the problem, bingo. Blow it up and have an answer or a solution. Okay, good answers. The end outcome or the result they can expect from applying your solution and expertise. Your results, like Abe talking about, your problem, solution, overview, results, your unique selling proposition. It must contain your story, your battle scars, your war wounds, specifically what you have overcome to get where you are today. Remember, once again, with our USP and everything, every message, every piece of content, every email we're putting out is getting them to be attached to us as the attractive character. It's getting them to be attached to us. Why? Because when they're going to think, I want them to think of you as a close friend, someone they can trust, right? A direct call to action. Every piece of content, every email, everything should have a direct call to action. You know, whether that's click here for more information, or comment below for my free guide, or comment below for my cheat sheet, or comment and get my ebook, or hey, I'm doing a webinar, make sure you register. Whatever it is, it needs a direct call to action. Okay, a direct call to action it must have. So let's go over the summary. These are all questions on top of the USP, what we're going to be going over on our calls. If you have not scheduled them, make sure to schedule it, and we'll be going over this. Make sure you have done your homework prior to getting on the call. Otherwise, we're going to get on the call. I'm just going to ask you the same questions, literally. Then that will be the end of the call. Summary. You got to be specific. Your tripwire has to be specific. You got to deliver one solution. Not two, not three, one. One solution. The solution must be irresistible. They must beg for it. Deliver immediate results. The faster, the better. You want to shift their point of view. You want to create rapid consumption of your material, whether that's through ebook, downloadable material, quick videos. Always over deliver on your free stuff. Number 8, write an awesome headliner title. Your headliner title is what's going to get them to stop in their tracks. It's either that or your image, usually. And create a strong call to action. A strong call to action. Okay, I'll be uploading this video along with the questions in the back end under the war room. Okay, I will let you guys know as soon as this video is uploaded, and I will let you know as soon as the questions are uploaded, which will probably be about an hour from now. So when y'all wake up in the morning, the first thing y'all are going to need to do is take these questions, write them all out, and answer them. Okay. Answer them to the best of your ability. That way, when we get on a call, you know, we go over that. Because if you don't have them answered, I'm just going to say, make sure you have them answered next time. You know, that's the only thing we're going to be doing is covering it. These calls are to make sure you're doing the weekly homework. Last week was Jason setting up and showing you guys how to set up the Chrome extension. Okay, if you still don't have it set up, make sure you get a hold of Jason, book a call with him, and get it set up and get that thing pumping on a daily basis so you can get more and more of your target audience in. Okay. All right. For those of you that got some calls with me today, I'll make sure I'll be there. Things are getting smoother here around the fortress. Yeah, I got a couple of calls. Alex, I'll see you tomorrow. Margot, David, Sellinger, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But that will be about it. I will be uploading this on the back end. Got a couple more questions here. Abe says, is it okay to copy someone else's headline? Yes. Improve upon it, copy it, improve upon it. That's everything. Marcus, I have a slide for my personal text to you, selling the repair in the home. Get copyright done and turn it into an ebook. That would be an excellent tripwire. So All right, guys, I will see you later. I'll be uploading this on back end. Till next time, you guys have a great day. Be blessed.